Hey, good morning and welcome back to Questioning Sense with me, Matt. Okay, pretty nice day today. Weather's okay. Just come back from doing the school run and I thought I'll get a quick review in. One I've been meaning to do for a while as per normal. Today we're looking at a fragrance that was recommended to me by a friend who said, and this friend and I have, and it's not rich, have a mutual appreciation for a perfume that we both absolutely adore. And he said, listen, why don't you try this? It's in the same world as the perfume we adore. So I bought a 10ml bottle of this perfume in one of my Facebook groups from someone who also said it's a very good one. So we're going to talk about that today. And this is Slut by Terence Hughes, who's a perfumer and a reviewer and has got, there's quite a lot of talk about Aaron at the moment. I've watched a couple of his reviews and I find them interesting and informative, but I'm here to talk about the perfume and give a review on it. I'm not getting into talking about Aaron as a person or anything like that, because there seems to be quite a lot of controversy and drama and all the rest of it wrapped up in all this, and I'm quite frankly, I'm not interested. You know, he makes perfume, I sniff perfume, he reviews perfume, I review perfume, so, you know, excellent. You know, but I will say before we go any further, I have absolutely nothing against Aaron at all, and I wish him all the success and good luck in what he's doing. If he's making perfume, then obviously he's on the radar and we are going to be smelling them. So this is the first and only one of Aaron's perfumes that I've tried, and it's called Slut, and it's from his Sex range. Now, just a quick word on the name. I'm not massively enamoured with it. I don't think it's a great name for a perfume, but saying that, I've got the entire Auto Paresi collection, and some of them have got some crazy names. But I think when the name's in Latin or something like that, it doesn't seem quite as outrageous. Now, you know, Aaron's got every right to call his perfume whatever he likes. I personally don't think it's a great name, but a lot of people do, and I'm an old fart, so what do I know, ultimately? But what does it smell like? Well, this is a real surprise for me, because it smells nothing like I thought it was going to smell. I'm wearing it at the moment. I wore it to work yesterday, and obviously I've just done the school run, so I am going to spray a little bit more for the purposes of the review. So let's spray a bit there. Before I get into it, we'll go through the notes, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the notes, how the perfume behaves, how it develops, what I get from it, where I think it's appropriate, you know, the usual sort of standard format. So if we look at the notes, on the top you have neroli, you have orange, sweet orange, you have lemon, and you have bergamot. And then in the middle you have petit grain, you have jasmine sambac, and at the base you have patchouli, ethical ambergris, musk, and filth. Now, interestingly, I've never come across a note called filth before. And what Aaron also says on the website is that the filth accord can only be smelt by women. So whatever it is, I won't be able to smell it anyway. I don't know about that. I have no idea. I don't know where, well, who knows? The other thing is that Aaron's taken great lengths to point out, because of the ethical ambergris in this perfume is not suitable for vegans. So if you are a vegan, this isn't going to be for you. And I think that's, you know, it's an interesting touch. I've never seen that before, and fair play. Obviously, there are lots of people out there that are vegan, and good luck to them. I have nothing against vegans whatsoever. So another thing Aaron says is that this perfume kind of, it reacts and gets stronger the hotter your body gets, or, you know, it reacts very much to your body temperature, that kind of thing. And that is something that I've got perfumes that also do that. Mainly the Auto Paresi seem to do that a fair bit as well. So that's quite, you know, that's not an unusual thing to happen. That's actually quite common in some perfumes anyway. Okay, so I was expecting a real racy, leathery, sort of clubby kind of scent, maybe something a bit like Tom of Finland or something like that. But obviously when you look at the note listing, it's not like that at all. This is a really, really nice freshie, to be honest. You've got neroli and orange. The sweet orange, I think, is kind of like an orange blossom. The orange blossom and neroli come from the same tree, so they, you know, they're good bedfellows. They sing well together. The jasmine gives a nice like floral touch to it, but it's actually surprisingly long lasting. This, I put this on to go to work, and then I came home from work, and it was still very, very noticeable. So the performance on this is excellent. The projection to start off with is quite good. There's a good sillage with this as well. So in terms of performance, it ticks all the boxes. Now, we are in March at the moment, so I think this is probably the wrong time of year for this, although it does perform very well in winter. I think this will be an excellent fragrance for the summer, and certainly for spring. It's not... To me, okay, right, let's go back to the perfume again. You have this sort of sweet florally note that's got, you know, leads into something else. There's an ambery note in here. There's certainly some animalics in here, and I think it's probably civet, but it's not overly strong. But what you'll notice is this perfume is not linear. It goes on for a very long time. You have the sort of opening lasts for a couple of hours, and then the sort of ambery animalics start coming into play. And at this point, it was driving me mad yesterday. It really, really reminded me of something else. And I'm sniffing away at it and I'm thinking, what is it? And then it dawned on me. This is very reminiscent in the dry down of Kouros from Yves Saint Laurent. Not the current Kouros that's out at the moment. It reminded me a lot of the old Kouros that first came out, because it's got that sort of animalic oomph to it, which I absolutely love. I love perfumes with animalics in. I love that, you know, I love civet, I like castoreum, I like all these kind of notes. And this certainly has got something along those lines in there. There's nothing listed in there. Obviously, it's quite a musky fragrance, which is good. I love musk. Some of my most complimented fragrances have got a lot of musk in them. Musk is a note that does well for my skin. I carry musk well, and it smells good on me. So that's another thing that kind of ticks another box for me with Slut. It's really, really good. When I said I wasn't keen on the name, it was a bit awkward yesterday, because I did get a compliment at work from this from a lady who was quite polite and, oh, you smell lovely. And I felt like saying, it's Slut, you know, and then, see what I mean? It's just not a great name for me. And you don't want to offend anyone. If someone asks, you know, gives you a compliment when you're wearing a fragrance, generally the conversation will go around to what you're wearing. And I was just praying that she wouldn't ask me what I was wearing, because I didn't want to say Slut. And thankfully it didn't happen. So she just said, oh, you smell nice. I said, thanks very much. And then went about my business. So it didn't, a scene was avoided, shall we say. So yeah, you know, the name thing doesn't really go to me. I don't know what to make of this filth accord, whether you know, what it is, or, you know, whether women can smell it or not, I don't know. But ultimately, you know, I'm a big believer in, I don't really care what's in the perfume, as long as the perfume smells good and I like it and it performs. And this does smell good, I do like it, and it does perform. Now, when it comes to where you would wear it, as I say, I wore this to work, and I think anyone could wear this to work. It has good performance, so you do need to be a little bit aware of that. So don't overspray this, because it is quite loud, and it, you know, the projection, the sillage, especially in the first couple of hours, is quite strong. But it is a perfect work scent because it lasts such a long time. I think it's designed to be a clubbing scent. If, you know, any of you young thrusters out there want to go clubbing, this probably be a good option. It's not, I wouldn't reach for this for a club. I wouldn't reach for this for a festival, or I wouldn't reach for this for a party or something like that. I have other fragrances that I would prefer to wear. And you know, I think this is a functional fragrance. And as I say, I think I will probably be reaching for a bottle of it. And what I will say is the pricing point on this, it's £55 for a 50ml fragrance, which I think is exceptionally good value. I think it's it punches above its weight in terms of cost, and I think, you know, if you're building up a collection and you want sort of an all-rounder summer, spring fragrance that you could wear out, and you could wear at home, you could wear anywhere, this is a really, really good option. Now, my friend who recommended it to me, both of us have a mutual love affair for this, which is Otto Perez's Berger Musk. And when I say I love it, I'm not kidding. This is in my top 3 fragrances of all time. And when I say I understand why Berger Musk and Slut, you know, what made my friend think of it, because they do the same sort of thing. Berger Musk is citrus, very much like Slut is citrus and musk. Berger Musk is citrus and musk, but Berger Musk is a lot heavier. It's a lot bigger. It's a lot more outrageous, I think, than Slut is. For example, if, you know, when I wear this out and it's hot, this absolutely belts out. This dominates rooms, and this, to me, it's not a clubbing scent. This is like 3-day in a festival scent. This is outrageously good for parties and for festivals and for dancing and things like that. Not that I do much dancing anymore. So I think for example, if Berger Musk, if you've tried it, because Berger Musk is very polarising. I absolutely adore it. Rich absolutely loves it. But I also know a lot of people that have tried Berger Musk and don't get on with it at all. It's too much for them, or it's too heavy, or it's too industrial smelling, or whatever. It's not for them. Slut would be a good option. If you want something like Berger Musk, but it's too much, have a look at Slut, because it's a lighter fragrance. And I think the animalics within Slut are toned down a lot further than with Berger Musk, because the musk in Berger Musk is massive. It's a very, very musky fragrance. And I think that can be a little bit off-putting for some people. So there you have my take on Slut. Now, I will definitely get a bottle of this. I think it's going to be a good option for me, because at the moment, when it comes to summer, I'm a little bit thin on the ground. My ultimate summer fragrance is Parfums de Nicolai's Cap Neroli, and you can see how much of that I got through in the summer last year. Absolutely adore this. This is Neroli to perfection. My dumb reach for Neroli is this. There is a full review of this below, so have a look at Cap Neroli if you're looking for a summer fragrance. And I think Slut will fit nicely, just to give me another option. On a hot day, I think Slut's going to be awesome, and I think it will really, really belt out as well. So it's kind of like, when it's hot, I'm going to have to learn how to wear it all over again, sort of thing. So in closing, it's completely unisex. It's incredibly well priced. It's very long lasting. It's a good fragrance, lots of interesting notes in there. And what I particularly like is it does take you on a journey. Starts off very light, citrusy, with good projection. Then it gets a bit darker. The animalics and the ambers come into play. The patchouli's there, and it's quite an earthy patchouli as well. So it's a bit of a journey frag, which I enjoy. I love a journey fragrance, and that's certainly one of them. Suitable for any environment. Any age group can wear it. Probably pitched those a bit younger than me, because I am technically an old fart. So, everyone can enjoy this. Don't be put off by the name, and just, maybe have it written down so you can pass it to somebody rather than having to shout the word slut out in public. Anyway, listen, thank you very much for your time. I'm frantically running around packing because we're going to go away for a little weekend down by the coast. So listen, everyone, stay safe out there. It's a really, really crappy time for everybody across the world at the moment. This virus thing is doing everyone's head in. So let's try and forget about that for a bit. Stay clean, wash your hands, enjoy your perfume, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next video. So thank you very much for your time. Cheers and bye.